Going live.
Or going home.
We are live.
We're live. It's electrifying.
Oh my god, I already did that when we were watching Blazer this past week.
Oh, well, that's
I was like, here, we're live, it's alive. And
we're illuminated.
Illumination. Oh. All right. So.
Oh.
I
have to do this. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Shit, I can't remember the rest of the song.
Well, we demonetized in the first minute.
In the first 39 seconds.
No!
There's 100 million toys that I could play with.
Okay, hold on. I used to know this song by heart in high school.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter. But yeah, now I think I should have put Toys R Us as the subtitle.
Well, you know, we're just sticking our necks out because of the draft.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Okay.
I literally am going to have to look this up. But anyways, moving on.
What's up, everyone? I am the Kaiju no Kami with
Cruellica Kain.
And
much older Silver Quill.
Much older?
Yes. From when Toys R Us was on the scene. When those commercials were out there.
Yeah.
From bikes to planes to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. Now it's dead.
My friend Angela actually got her first job at Toys R Us. And so it was the one off of, I think, Niagara Falls.
Well, that's typically the only Toys R Us that was close by in any vicinity. The next one was the Eastern Hills Mall, and the next one after that was, because I don't believe there was one at McKinley Mall. I think it was just Eastern Hills Mall, Boulevard Mall.
Oh, no, at the Boulevard Mall.
Oh,
that's on Niagara Falls Boulevard.
Okay. But anyways, back in Buffalo.
No.
Okay. Anyways, back in Buffalo, my friend Angela got her first job after she got her license for Toys R Us. So when she was working, our other friend Valerie, who had a car, we would all pile in her car, drive out to Toys R Us, and we would just bug her for her entire shift. Because, you know, that's what high school kids did back in the 90s.
We were extremely annoying.
Yes. But, and it was just as bad when she got a job at Arby's.
So, actually, what's worse, saying extreme all the time or saying woke all the time?
Woke shows that you're probably denying a lot of really important things.
Yeah. All right. So we are here to talk about King-Ohger, episodes 36, 37, and 38. And
We're that far in?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I have to say, god damn. Every episode is like, here we go. Here's going to be a filler episode. Because we've got, a marriage proposal going on. Okay, going to be filler. Oh, god damn. Okay, we've got food. Oh, god damn. Okay, it's an idol episode. Oh, another idol. Oh, god damn.
What did you think of the episodes?
Well, I thoroughly loved them. I think Lebowski's history was my favorite.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. This is all sort of a reunion tour with the retainers and finding out why the retainers are so fiercely loyal to the King-Ohgers. And you find out, well, a great many secrets, but Lebowski, I think, gets the biggest secret of them all. Because his retainers are all Kagebushu, is it?
No, they're
karaoke's?
No. They're basically black faceless soldiers.
Would you like to rephrase that?
Black faceless soldiers.
Oh, well.
Black masked.
Thank you.
Faceless soldiers.
I'm trying to get you not canceled. Work with me here.
They're not blackface. Nobody is wearing
black faceless soldiers.
They're wearing black. They aren't black.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, we're trying to make sure anybody who watches this who has no idea what we're talking about doesn't like, oh my god, he's talking about blackface.
So when all of your retainers are hidden, it makes sense to learn more about the former leader.
But so we got a first episode where we have, Himeno has this wedding proposal going on. And some random dude now has shown up saying that he wants to marry her. And then
he smiles, and like half the women in the room just go down fainting.
Okay, do you remember and this is probably going to be problematic for so many other reasons, but do you remember the old Looney Tune cartoons where you had the chickens? One was Bing Crosby and one was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
And anytime either of them sang, they either fainted or laid eggs. That's all Romani reminded me of, is just really old school cartoons.
Another rooster in the henhouse.
Exactly.
And then we have Jeremy like, I'm not going to participate, but I'll help you out.
Well, he says, I'm not going to participate because it would be like marrying a child.
Really? I thought it was more siring a child.
Well,
it requires too much.
Well, I think I took it, maybe I missed part of it when it went by, but I took it as, because he's 2,000 years old, she's like a great grandchild type level of a distance. Even though I do read a lot of paranormal romance where a lot of the men are like super hello. So am I being like a hypocrite right now?
Well, you did marry someone younger than you, Cooper.
There was a 2-year period I was literally a cougar. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's more of a Cuba.
Well, no. Now that we're both past 40 and 90.
My God, don't take you.
Now you'll never prosper.
She was just lying around.
She does just never prosper.
Anyway, so we have this episode and we're immediately shown as Kamajin, and we see what actually happened to Himeno, and she's in the prison, and she slashes her sword at him. He stops like, what did I do to make you see my disguise? Nothing. I was just pissed.
So that is one job that requires hazard pay.
I did have to say, I really love that, because when we get to the end of the episode and they see the real Himeno, it goes back to that, okay, never mind. But what I thought was really cool is the fact that you literally do have this random dude dancing in.
And he just managed to show up every time, because Rita is like the main one that's going through the motions seriously.
Oh, no! Yanma is trying.
No, but I mean, Rita's the only one who's actually being successful, and all of a sudden, this guy just sweeps in at the right timing to take it away. And at first, you think he's just being this
prudish.
Yeah, and then oh shit, it's actually the guy's doing it on purpose.
But I did love the fact. So we have Gira. No, my favorite thing with Gira. So actually, if I may, I'm gonna go through the
dancing contest?
The two battles. So first, we have the dancing contest. Gira, obviously, 2 left feet, made complete sense. If he was a white dude, he'd be dancing perfectly.
Hey.
White men can't dance as well as...
White men also can't jump.
No. Even though that's been proven wrong for many, many,
Phil
many
Collins
years.
sang about
it. But anyways, Yanma, we find out that Yanma is still our perfect tsundere.
Oh, yes.
Perfect tsundere of, I don't like it, but I have a heart of mush. And we clearly have already known that he likes Himeno, but he is very bad about presenting this. So he can't even move. So Jeremy comes in and makes him like a marionette.
Creepy one.
All I know is I wanted to hear Ultron. There are no strings on.
But then I loved Rita. They come in, and you always get this shipping moment between Rita and Himeno or Rita and Yanma. Mm-hmm. You get shipped between these two pairs. And they're dancing phenomenally. And I loved it when they went, like, they had their hands right next to their faces. I was like, wow, this is, like, so romantic.
And so Rita says, are you being blackmailed? Not twice, if yes.
Well, Rita has to
But
ruin her.
as Himeno, the fake Himeno, is pulling out the thing, here comes a random dude.
Romane.
Just,
And then he twists the dance around. So we end with a tie, really essentially with Rita and Romane. Then we go to the second round, which is my favorite by far round. First, it's supposed to be the sweet whisper in your ear. One,
Zero.
well, any man, woman, or anything who sweetly whispers in my ear, I am going to punch them because that is creepy. I've never liked the whole sweet nothings. I'm gonna punch you.
We're about to see Silver Quill get punched. This is a rare opportunity to actually see the real Silver Quill get punched. It's not an animated version.
But so Gira,
Oh, push me out to the kaiju. Yes. Push me out to kaiju. Okay. Now my head is near Kaiju's butt. This is not how I intended the evening to go. Oh,
Yeah, we're not watching Kyoto. We don't have any fart jokes to have happen.
oh yeah.
go sit down.
But anyway, so then
Yeah.
we have Gira screaming at her.
In her ear, which I thought first was perfect. So I thought that was perfect. And then we have Yanma, who again sits prudishly next to Himeno and is like, and then all we hear is Jeremy, because I said it before it happened. I was like, Jeremy's going to do something. And both of you are like, no, there's no way.
No, I figured.
And then you hear this gibberish from Jeremy that made no fucking sense.
Oh, that sounds the crimson.
Have you ever seen Roxanne? With
You don't
Steve
have
Martin?
to put on the red dress?
No. Have you ever seen the movie Roxanne with Steve Martin?
Don't think so.
Where he is all foobar looking. So he helps this very handsome guy by wooing a woman that they actually both like. But because Steve Martin's character has this like longer nose, he's very hesitant to put himself out there. So they actually had, and this was back in the 90s, he had like a headset or speaker where the guy's mouth is moving, just like saying like watermelon, watermelon type of thing. And you hear Steve Martin's voice wooing the woman. So that's what that made me. I have a lot of obscure movie references, but
Really, I'm thinking more Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible seeing the truth behind the butler. The butler did care. Are we at that
Okay,
stage?
but anyway, we get to
so then we get to Rita, who is about to and start saying some things. Mofun, like Rita is is hesitant, and once again, all the shippers out there are beyond excited.
and then in comes our other dude. Or not,
Well, no.
In
Rita.
came, Himeno.
So Rita is about to get stabbed by the poison, and then we see a yellow flower,
Tuxedo mask.
and
We've had the white rose, the black rose, the red rose,
And now the yellow rose.
Yeah.
And so now we have Himeno versus Himeno. And everybody is like, well, you have Jeremy and Yama fighting in the background. You can still hear them fighting because of Jeremy just having fun with this. And so now we get to the point where Himeno and Himeno are arguing. Fake Himeno is saying, you're fake, I have the sword. And then we have Cool Man Luke, Romane, dancing up, grabbing the sword and doing a twirl around to give it to the real Himeno. And Gira and Rita are just staring like, what? And she says, "Thank you, Sabas," and everybody freaks out.
Everyone's like, what? But then you realize, yes, Sabas did say it was makeup.
And he did say he was only 25 years old. So
I just want to see Yellow Rose, because there was a rose in food, yeah.
Well, it was just yellow because her
Her.
color is yellow.
But,
and she's the one who threw it, not Sabas.
oh, but come on. Courtesy of Rosaholics.com, I shall unveil the meaning of Yellow Rose.
I think it just means friendship.
The sun is with intrinsic warmth and good mood we have on sunny days. That's why Yellow Rose is a symbol of joy, good cheer, and optimism. So it's a good way to cheer people up.
Oh,
Wow.
great. Here we go. New Transformer, Optimism Prime. He transforms into a yellow rose.
Oh, the color yellow doesn't typically symbolize romantic feelings. That's why it's appropriate to present these flowers to friends or colleagues, especially with the yellow rose symbolism,
See?
and avoid sending any wrong message.
See?
So if anything, just tie up Bumblebee and throw them at people.
But
I'm allergic to roses, so it's all good. But
so then they're like, "How did you know?" Well, because this is Sabbath. Because
Sabas.
yeah, Sabas. He's gonna know that if the queen doesn't recognize him, he's gonna know it's not me.
And then when Himeno starts yelling at what's his name? The guy? Kamajin. You see Jeremy and Yanma in the background leaning over. You're like, that's her.
Yeah. That's the scary one. Even during the fight, Yanma's getting told to not, no, she's way too much of a burden. It's like, no, dude, you still got the hots for her.
Mm.
You deny it now, but trust me, in the 10-year time jump of another crossover movie, we'll probably see them hooking up.
Oh, God.
It'll be like
Or
that.
being like a polyamorous or a triad
It's like
relationship.
Deca Pink and Deca Green.
You just have the three of them together.
A Ranger at Swap?
Well, it is a very common thing right now.
Yeah, because in one of the Deca Ranger specials, Deca Pink and Deca Green were preparing for their wedding, and then they get married. But so then we have Kamajin, like, damn it, and he just leaves.
Well, after getting his ass kicked.
Yes.
Yeah. But one thing to note, in none of these episodes we had a mech battle.
Yeah, I appreciate. Well, the mechs make their appearance as part of the transformation.
It's so refreshing to have an entire
Yeah,
show
Well, that's really all.
that doesn't just try to throw the mech battles in your face every episode.
Then we get, as the closeout, we get Jeffrey.
Yeah, the giraffe.
So anybody who doesn't know, because Jeffrey kind of went by the wayside in the latter years of Toys R Us being in America, but Jeffrey
In America.
was the mascot, I would say, up until probably the late 90s.
Mm.
He was the main mascot, Jeffrey the giraffe for Toys R Us. And so we all saw this giraffe, and you say about, wow, that's just like Toys R Us. And then he reminds us all that Japan still has Toys R Us.
And then they actually call him Jeffrey.
I know. I was like, that's so evil.
But so our episode ends, and then we have our next episode, which is all about Dabowski and his
The big Lebowski.
rebellion of tofu.
It was a very neutral rebellion.
I don't know. I think he had the hots for her.
I think she burned him.
Well, I guess the one thing I felt so bad, not bad, but so surprised at, is he was the ruler of Tofu for 17 years.
Yep.
And because he's in his early 30s, so even though they're back flashbacks, he still looks the same damn age. He had to be about what?
In his teens.
If he's 32 minus 10, that's 22. He'd be 15
Mm-hmm.
when he took over Tofu. I think that was the most fascinating thing.
What do you want to bet he was? If anyone asked him, you were over when you were just 15? Royal?
But so we have this whole backstory with the queen, where she's stealing the rice and then burns it. But no, but it's all because the rice is actually poisoned.
By Grody.
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 That sucks.
We're gonna do that every time.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, that name is just perfect.
Grody.
All it does is just remind me of Inglorious Bastards every single time.
Well, yeah.
So, and Grody, it's kind of funny that even the resurrected female shogun, would that be the right one?
Iroku.
Iroku. She's giving him orders. You know I'm the master here, right? Well, go get to work.
I loved it. She was my hero. She's like, I'm the baddest bitch.
Well, I
What's
love that
up?
Grody's just like, being all lazy as usual. And he's like asking, oh, why don't we make some food?
And the King-Ohgers are so dang hungry, they actually collapse mid-battle and are willing to accept a gift from probably the guy they have the greatest reason to hate.
Until Jimene's like, wait, that smell. And then we actually get to see Grody's monster form.
Cowboy bug.
Actually, it's like a bug. What do they call it?
Bioluminescence?
No, because it looks like a bug in a sack on his side. No, like a bug. What's the eggs of a bug called?
Larva?
I was thinking,
Chrysalis?
well, I guess it could be chrysalis. But if you look, he's got hanging off him what looks like a little bug, and then when he was doing his transformation, it went around. It looked like it went around his face. That like grew.
I was more caught up in the cowboy aspect. Because now all I want to say is, see you, Space Cowboy.
Well, I'm just saying, Grody has done a much better job with his presence compared to Zamigo in Lupin.
Well, yeah. So overall, the reason why I like this episode is because you actually have essentially two stories in one. You first get to see why Dabowski or Kaguragi becomes the king or the lord of Tofu in his battle against Iroku. But then you get how Iroku, even back then and even now, is not an evil person.
She's doing what was best for Tofu, at least in
her opinion.
And he had to reflect on that for years. And he even says, my heart would harden a little bit more every time I thought about it until I finally understood.
Well, because he makes the comment at the end of the episode, which makes so much more sense for how he is. He's like, I'll cheat every way I have to.
For Tofu.
And I was like, that makes sense because just like Iroku, Tofu is his kingdom. He cannot let his own people down.
But it took him a while to figure it out. I love that even... You talk about Yama being tsundere. This lady, she's like 10 times a tsundere. You loaf, it took you 17 years to figure that out?
No! It was hilarious.
She clearly adores him and thinks very highly of him, but she'll never pay a compliment to his face.
No. And I think their relationship wouldn't go any other way.
She brought him on as a court vassal.
Shut up, Marcus.
And then she left the kingdom in his hands, but made it look like he was the revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
And even called him a traitor because he couldn't do what she asked. Because of all things, him being too nice and honest and direct to betray her. And now you flash forward 17 years and it's like, well, I don't remember being like that.
Yeah, he's now the most scheming of all the characters in the show. He's more of a schemer than any of the villains combined.
Well, the fact that last time we watched, he actually tricked the hypnosis lady He can fool himself.
Oh yeah.
Yourself!
But so we have then we have Grody getting his butt whooped at the end, which was another cool fight. So Grody leaves. Then we go into our next episode, Idol Culture.
So
Idols.
I will say this was my favorite episode of the 3 for one reason. Everybody theorized why Rita was doing what they were doing. Everybody approached Rita about their theory. And Rita said every time, you're wrong. But they would not actually listen to them. It was the most frustrating thing. And then Jeremy at the end is like, well, if you don't say it, how are we going to know?
And even Rita's like, you don't get to say it.
I love that.
But no, I liked how the assistant kept saying, nope, you're wrong. You don't understand. Nope, you don't get Rita. You don't get Rita. Rita did it. No. Oh, what?
Nobody got it right. Even.
But okay, so I love though at the beginning when we have our moth dude who's been like grunting the entire time, like, well, all of a sudden he just starts talking like a regular character
because he's an Idol fan.
or he's got multiple personality disorder.
And Doug dead because we had, oh God, what's his name for the ninja?
I don't remember the ninja guy's name.
Genma?
Gem? No, not Gem. That's Xaid. Whatever. But
hold on, I'll get it. Stop.
Now go.
But I love he changes every prisoner's personality, and Rita's like, okay, my job here is done.
Well, forced reformation, except now they have no way to say no. They're way too accommodating.
Yeah, so I did love that when Rita's like, okay, they're all good now. My job is done. Bye.
My job here is done. But you didn't do anything.
Didn't I?
But so we have Uchu. That is the name. So Goma is about to give everybody orders of what they need to do. Uchu comes down and says, I have an idea. And it's the first time we've actually heard, well, he's spoken as broken syllables. I was about to say broken English, but it's Japanese. And then Goma is like, no. And Doug Dead is like, no.
It's fun.
It's going to be an awesome time.
And he's just like,
fine. It's just like you. Anytime I say I have an idea of what I want to do, that's the response I get. So you then see this entire idol coliseum. You have everybody with those like glow sticks.
But it's only Rita
purple.
performing.
It's all purple. Even though she's entry number 2,375 or something like that.
Well, and then we have Rita doing all these things in costume, but then suddenly they appear in this like idol outfit. It was like, what is that even the same actor?
Well, it takes a bit, but yes. Although now I'm suddenly thinking the next time you two host a Sentai quiz of any kind, you could make one of the super hard questions. What was Rita's number in the idol contest? And if someone gets that, you just give them everything. They clearly care about Sentai way more than anyone else in the room.
But so with Rita, some of the theories were.
Well, no, the other one, they're like, oh, your parents are dead, so you want to do this. No, my parents are alive and I see them all the time.
I love that because technically, yes. Their mother was the previous sovereign.
Well, no, I don't think she was.
The way they were hinting is those weren't actually Rita's parents. Rita's parents are just normal people.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the way it was going towards.
Yep.
Then we've never actually seen.
No.
That's right. What do you want to bet they both cover up their mouths?
That would be awesome. But okay, all right, because I thought
We speculated that the previous ruler and the dude that now is dead were the
yeah, but if he's dead, that would make sense because Rita can't see them all the time.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. That this revealed that those aren't Rita's parents, like we were theorizing.
Yeah, my parents are alive. I see them all the time. I thought that was hilarious, and then the second one is like, oh, you made this little doll.
Well, that was part of the parents.
Yeah, that was
Oh
the
yeah,
parents' one.
parents. Oh yes, because
Okay. second one was
you
the-
failed the trivia contest.
The second one was the idol poster, the Jimeno found.
yes, of when Rita was a child.
You wanted to be an idol, but because you couldn't, you were forced to be the sovereign and blah 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 blah. No, I'm going undercover. And, yeah, sure you are.
and
But-
then
Of course, Rita's properly embarrassed when she's discovered.
And then we have Gira, who finds,
the comic book.
but in the Shawshank Redemption scene, opening up the poster, oh,
Wolfwood.
there's a Mofun comic. And then, oh, I love when the assistant punches both Gira and
Uchu.
Uchu,
Yeah, Uchu.
the space moth dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uchu.
I thought it was
MNA?
Oh,
Mogon,
wait.
or
Hold on.
because I thought it was Mogon.
Oh, Minogun.
Minogon,
Minogan.
yes. And he revealed
Yeah.
something called MGM, or
No, that's a
NGM.
TV studio, movie studio.
But yeah, I have to say, I love that Tomokazu Seki voices him, because you never can. That dude always changes his voice when he's doing these characters. That you could put a bunch of his Sentai characters together, and only certain ones you would have the same voiceover.
And the fact that this man is 51 years old, he looks good.
Looking good. What I love, however, is his commentary during the fight. If he gets slashed, you pass. If he gets a hit in, you fail. Disqualified. Oh, that hurt.
I did like the fact that Goma and Minongan also hit each other a couple of times.
Yeah.
They both disappear. But I love the reason the battle started is the assistant comes up and says, it's okay. You're doing this because you've been put in a situation where the world hates you. Which I'm like,
Yeah,
dig it in a little bit
Domon
deeper.
Kashu, that's who he was. He's Domon Kashu in G Gundam and Sosuke Sagura in Fullmetal Panic.
Oh,
Yes, I knew
geez.
that.
And Enrico Pucci in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I love Poochie.
I'm thinking only The Simpsons.
But anyways.
I must go. My home planet needs me.
So the assistant says all this, but no matter what, I like you. And Rita puts their hand up to their face, and everybody thinks Rita is crying. But Rita's just so pissed off that they yell, no, you're wrong. I'm undercover. And everybody, hero and villain alike, of, oh.
And then our villain, I like the switching powers because I liked how it was being utilized, because you had Rita getting switched with the one dude, and then he switches with Goma, gonorrhea, whatever.
Goma.
Oh my.
But yeah, that was a trio of really good episodes that I didn't think were gonna be good episodes each time. I was like, okay, here we are. We're gonna have the first true bomb of the series. Nope. Okay.
But I like how Yama left at the beginning of the episode saying, I can't leave my place hanging.
But funny enough, because they brought in the hypnosis lady, they gave an opening for him to pick up what remained of the supercomputer, which talks
Yes.
in a lady's voice. Yama was lonely. I'm just saying.
I think most of the times when you have a supercomputer, it usually has a female voice for some reason.
But I do love his assistant.
Except for Skynet, who has Doctor Who.
But I love how his assistant got all serious again for a moment, and then when he explained it, then the assistant went back to being the silly one.
But overall, I thought all the episodes went really well. I can't believe, like you, that we're so far into the series that it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, typically though,
Hello.
the Christmas, the episodes that air at Christmas time is 43 and 44. So because obviously we start later, it's still, oh, we're in the 30s and we're in December. What the hell?
Oh, wait, maybe you should whisper in his ear.
Nope. Sorry, I have too many voices going on in my head, so
you do not. Okay, do you have an inner monologue?
Yeah.
Do you have an inner monologue?
I have no idea. What does this inner monologue sound like? It was a cold, dark Saturday night.
In your inner monologue is where you kind of hear like your own voice in your head.
It was a cold, dark night.
Do you hear your own voice in your head? I'm asking you because apparently 50% of the world does not have an inner.
See, this is why I have so many voices going in my head because Kelly has yelled. All right, let's look at some comments.
I have them up.
We've got Jake Schuster. This is unrelated, but how is the quality of the Doctor Who Blu-ray set? Well, I can't. Nope.
we had it for a minute there. Yes.
No, you didn't get to implement it though.
Actually, our hands touched, so
your hands touched, but you didn't have the chance to actually squeeze.
We had the squeeze. You just really forced that. I mean, like, wow, dude. Like, wow, that. We need to check her arm for bruising.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Let's hear. Hey, you should give in. Hey, this is your inner voice saying,
Anyway.
Honey, I have the comment.
Oh, I don't trust you right now. So
here.
The Blu-ray set, I haven't actually watched anything from the Blu-ray set. It's going to be a long while before I have to do anything, except maybe Christmas Carol. I'll probably watch the episode soon. But other than the stuff being crappy, but Jake Schuster, Red Ranger Christian says hello. Jake Schuster,
hello.
Toys R Us is back. Killer Tofu.
Toys R Us being in the section of a Macy's doesn't really count.
Oh yeah, that should be open by now.
Macy's, it's open year round.
No, the Toys R Us section of Macy's should be open now because it's Christmas time.
It's just not enough for me.
Well, every year they keep saying Toys R Us is coming back. Toys R Us is coming back. All right. God will know. I wonder why Grody even revived her when she's actually a good person. Well, nobody knew that she was a good person, really. They all think she is a demon. Rita can dance. Can't believe the new Sentai is going to be revealed soon. Boom, boom, ja.
Okay, here's the lyrics. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to.
Are you on my phone now?
Yes. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got the best for so much less. It's really flip your lid from bikes to trains to video games. It's a bigger store there. Toy store there is.
Nobody paid to hear you sing horribly.
Well, I didn't get a chance to sing correctly because you kept on disrupting me.
Yeah, okay. But anyway.
I can't make my idol debut if you don't give me a chance.
Actually, I did like the music of those idol debuts.
Yeah.
But with Rita, all I could hear was Alucard. You realize you're Naruto running, right? Get her a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Anyway. That's all we've really got for this round of episodes.
Well, I mean, let's look ahead to the future. They're going to try to liberate Neoscopia again, because that's the only place, aside from Shugodom. And let's face it, oh yeah, bowler hat guy. Forgot to mention.
Who ditched his girlfriend.
After he was late getting to his girlfriend because he couldn't nail a cab bug, which turned out was Gira.
Way back.
Way back, but that didn't last. But what I found funny is that in Tofu, some guy was spouting the lie that Grabowski was the one who lit the fires now and was a terrorist. And I thought, you're not Bowler Hat Guy. I'm used to stupidity coming from Bowler Hat Guy. Who are you?
Orange Jesus.
Okay.
GOP are actually calling him that.
He does not belong in the same hemisphere as the name Jesus.
I know.
On that note, well, Cherry Fluff Belly just came on. What did I miss?
Everything. But we still like you.
Everything!
But you can watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you can rewatch the whole thing from the beginning in a moment.
Well, here, you can watch us try to hug kaiju again.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I reach it.
Not happening.
You should.
Grab my leg! Grab my leg!
Oh, I've turned heel. I touched her soul.
Well, we connected though.
We connected.
It worked.
It worked.
Take a win where we.
I think next time they're banished to behind the couch.
Well, I was behind the couch whispering sweet nothings. You punched me. I was struck. Oh, the pain.
On that note,
The pain.
if you have not seen Godzilla -1 yet, go check that out. Godzilla -1 is fucking phenomenal.
This has nothing to do with
Well,
-1.
Jake Schuster just posted he's going to go see Godzilla -1 soon.
Yeah.
And on another note, if you have annoying friends that really try to
Oh,
hug
I'm
you
just
all
a
the time,
friend?
and
I'm just a friend?
Oh, but you say she's
Really?
just a friend.
Annoying friends.
But
And-
you say she's just a friend.
and they, as I said, very annoying. And they go to try to hug you, and you have like this personal bubble that is bigger than Mars. Then
Don't listen to him. I've been with.
Well,
anyway,
No, you can't move me.
this is the unstoppable force and the immovable object.
anyway,
They surrender.
except I'm very able to.
Just deal with it.
I don't see you doing that. You'd have to get off camera, and then it's the Silver Quill show. Sorry, me. I'm Silver.
On that note,
Wow. You
click
got some
like,
receipt from him.
subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube decides to have you click on to support us. You can support. No, that's not a format yet. You can support us on Twitter and
Actually, that would probably be
Patreon.
widely used by the porn industry.
Toku AAN Network. You can also support us on those other places that I can't name right now because people are distracting me. Facebook, Instagram.
At least you guys aren't doing those the and thous bullshit that you tried to do.
They'll
at
be
the
for the
beginning.
finale.
Oh,
Verily.
Jesus Christ.
Which is not orange.
Instagram, Discord, Facebook. What's the other one I'm forgetting? Twitch. We have a Twitch channel that I have not gotten actually truly done anything with because there's been no time. Anyway, and then Creativity by Design LLC.com. You can buy cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise at Creativity by Design LLC.com/shop. There's also a link in the description below. And you've got
MLP Silver Quill on Twitter, DeviantArt, and the YouTube. You can look for Silver Quill after the fact. Do them together, otherwise you get a news program, which, well, I think I'm more entertaining. So yeah. Also, I've got a weekday pun channel. So
Check that out if you want to have.
pain
Pain.
eternal.
they're sometimes funny.
And then you can always find me on social media. I don't post a lot except for memes because
Social media is a cesspool of toxicity that should not exist.
Yes, but if you want to see what kind of memes I post for death metal, horror, things like that, or just even funny memes that are insulting others, you can always find me on Facebook or Twitter at Kelly Kain, Kain.
Though you guys watching this, you are not a cesspool or toxic. You know, you're cool. You're cool.
We have. Yeah, I can't do a trust fall, Jake. I tried that before years ago with him. I fell on my ass.
So there is no trust.
No. In all these years. And I'm just a friend?
You say she's just a friend. Here, let's get like a three-way hug going this way. Just lean to your left.
Nope.
Mean to your left. I'll go with you. I'm providing the momentum. You say she's just a friend.
On that note, bye.